Happy holidays! I sent out a newsletter at the beginning of the month of some upcoming events, and when I was picking out a YouTube video to share, I realized I hadn't made a gift guide since 2021, and so now it's 2023, and I thought I'd do a slightly updated gift guide. Some of these ideas have been shared in the 2021 or 2020 version, but there's definitely some that I haven't shared, and I was surprised when I saw that they weren't on the list for previous years because of their popularity. So I'm going to share with you 5 holiday gift ideas for any loved ones who love music. So this is for all ages, and they're the 5 instruments that have really stood out this year for my clients. And I'll go from 5 to number 1, and what's been like number 1 being what's been the hit instrument of the year for my clients and in the community. So let's get going with number 5, which is the ukulele. So ukulele has definitely always been on my holiday gift guide list. It's just such a great, versatile instrument for all ages. And this brand in general is pretty durable, great for beginners. Pretty in tune for just getting it out of the case. You can pick different colors online, and that can be fun too. And it's just a nice, accessible kind of starter instrument, especially maybe if somebody's interested in guitar, but they're not sure. A ukulele can be a good way to gauge that kind of continued interest in the future with all the good vibes that it comes with too. They're pretty popular in pop music right now as well. So definitely highly recommend. I currently have about 10 to 12 ukuleles, so I've been able to bring them into groups this year, and that's been a blast. Coming in at number 4 is the steel tongue drum. So I'll show you what that looks like. I've got 2 different sizes, and this one's a little dented from a student, but so if you have a kid that's like very sensory seeking, especially if like tactile or proprioceptive, maybe either be careful, remind them to be gentle, or some of the other stuff on the list are things that you can hit too that are not as breakable, I suppose. So this is probably the most fragile on the list, ukulele too, so maybe we're going fragile to less fragile as well. But what's really cool about it is you can get them in all kinds of different sizes, and so that will change the price, but also like different tones, and even though it's dented, it still makes a pretty good tone. And different scales they come in. So what's cool is usually there's no really wrong way to play this. They're great for improvisation, for relaxation. So that's my small one, and then let me dig out my big one real quick. This one's in a different key. There we go. So in general, the bigger ones are going to be a little more pricier, but you can kind of hear that difference in tone. Although, the smaller one's much more portable, so it just kind of depends what you're looking at, what person you're buying it for is looking for as well in their playing. All right. Number 3, I don't have access to it while filming this video, so I'll put a picture of it right here. Are my resonator bells. So these are like rainbow colored bells, C to C, that have been featured in a previous video and showing again because they've been really popular this year for different games, songwriting, improvisation. I've done different community events where they've been out with drums and kids have been really interested in playing the bells, and that's what kind of brought them to my station, and then they stayed there for a while. So I really wanted to include them on there too, and they're very, very durable. So they're probably a little louder than the steel tongue drum, though not too loud. And yeah, they can take a little more physical activity. So they're not as breakable. They are a little more sustainable when you're thinking about gifts in that aspect. And then they're pitched C to C as far as notes. So kind of similar to my little steel tongue drum, but you can kind of play with those different options for pitched instruments as well, but they're a lot of fun and they come out like puzzle pieces. So there's been kind of that game aspect with different clients and students as well. So number 2 is the quack stick. And the quack stick is these different kinds. There's different ones make different sounds. So there's a yellow one that's a canary stick that's a little higher. But here's our quack stick that's supposed to sound like a duck. I use it every year for turkeys around Thanksgiving, and it was a big hit. And as far as durability and sustainability, I think you can bust these, but I haven't seen it yet. And I've had some clients really pull on this rubber part, and so far so good. You can definitely pull it till it stops. So keep that in mind if that's something that you would want to avoid when buying a kid something, or if they're not too expensive. So if you're willing to let them play with it until it does wear out, that's an option too. There's a lot of silly noises, very unique, and what's better than one quack stick than 2? All right, number 1 has never been featured in these gift idea videos, and I was shocked because I bring this to every single community event. They're my frog rasps or frog weeros, and they're scraper instruments. They sound like frogs. So I've got 2 of these size and a little one too as well. And they're super durable. You can tap on them. It's kind of that puzzle aspect with the stick that I've seen kids really enjoy. It's relaxing, it can be rhythmic, and they come in different sizes as well too. So those are my gift ideas. I'm going to do one honorable mention. Any kind of jingle bells. I'll put a link in the description to a local store, the Autism Community Store, that has some jingle bell options. Just for Christmas, any music lover can always use more jingle bells. So yeah, those are my top 5 instruments that have gone really well this year with students and clients and in the community, and that are affordable, that are fairly durable. I think it does go less durable to more durable kind of as the list goes. So if you're looking for those different options and sustainability, but they're all high quality instruments. They all make great sounds. They're all fun. And if you have a music lover, these are all really fun ideas for something. I mean, this could be a stocking stuffer, which would be quite fun if your kid's never seen it too, or your loved one. And I do think most ages would enjoy most of these instruments. The ukulele, steel tongue drum, and the frog rasp are probably more for older, with the quack and the bells and maybe sleigh bells gearing more towards the younger side. But I do think they're instruments that all ages can enjoy and that I've seen enjoy in my groups too. So I hope this helps you pick out a gift for a loved one in your life, and I hope to make some videos in the new year. I don't think I'll go back to posting weekly like I used to forever ago, but definitely as ideas come, I want to keep sharing them here on YouTube and just kind of share those creative ideas and things that are going well, like these instruments. Yeah, and so thank you for subscribing. And if you'd like to subscribe, please subscribe and like this video and share it. It's been exciting. Still gaining some subscribers, not a ton, but it's definitely has increased over the year, even though I don't post very much. And I'm very appreciative to everyone who checks it out and hope that you get something out of these videos. So thank you, and happy holidays and happy new year.